Okay, step 3 is acid-base balance. So your body exists in an area where you can either be too acid or too basic, and people are kind of confused about bases, but most people know what an acid is, and so all you have to do is think about base being just the opposite of an acid. It can be just as strong as an acid, but just opposite. So what we want is an acid-base balance, and certain foods you eat will push you towards an acid side, and certain foods will push you towards the basic side. And unfortunately, once again, most of our food choices pushes us towards an acid side, and an acid side is very difficult for your body. Your body doesn't work as well. And if we're talking about losing weight, we want our bodies to work the best that they absolutely can. And at the bottom of the page there, it talks about what happens when we push ourselves to too far of an acid side. We get fatigue. We don't want to go running or exercising or those kind of things, or even get out of bed sometimes. This can be linked to having too much of an acid balance in your body. Decreased immunity, increased inflammation. Inflammation is a huge amount of study right now. That inflammation is responsible for so many of our chronic diseases, including heart disease and cancer and arthritis and asthma and on and on and on. High acids in our bloodstream tend to lead to a mineral loss, so we're talking things like osteoporosis and not having enough nutrients, once again, to create the chemicals that we need in our bodies. And a more acid state in our body leads to premature aging. We age a lot quicker.
All of this, we're going to come back to this when we get into the weight loss industry and talk about the Atkins diet in particular. But just for now, I would just like to say, this cannot be good. You know, all of us that have done the Atkins diet before, if you stuck with it for more than just a few days, you know that this is true. You know that you felt yucky. But there actually are some very serious long-term repercussions to staying on that diet for very long, and this is the core reason why.
Exactly. I think, we say it there, but it's really where the high-protein diets really miss the boat. Is they're having you, yes, they work. Yes, if you go on Atkins, you'll lose weight. But if you aren't eating fruits and vegetables and getting good antioxidants into your body, then you're just really doing a lot of damage. And so we overview those. The acid-forming foods are meats and grains, and then the alkaline-forming or basic-forming foods are fruits and vegetables. So once again, it's all about balance. You're going to eat some meats, you're going to eat a lot of protein, then let's make sure we're getting fruits and vegetables in there.
And again, in the back of your book, there's a chart that shows there are some exceptions to this, and those are listed in the back of the Forget Everything.
Yeah, and that's a good point. You should look at the chart because it's not really intuitive as to which foods are more acidic and which ones are more basic, because oranges actually end up being more basic, even though they seem like they're an acid. And when they get into your body, they turn into a base. Okay, yeah.